Hi, welcome to my speed build. The one that I uploaded yesterday was the second one of this series, however this one will be the first one. It's a little bit confusing because of how I have uploaded it, but I got a little bit too lazy and decided that, hey, I was going to edit that one first and then this one second. Now, in this apartment, I wanted it to be sort of cozy, more of like a warm, inviting decor. So I imagine the person to live here to be very in with the times and a very calm soul. Now, at first I did struggle with the layout and I cheated a little bit, just a tiny bit, because I ended up filling in half of one of the rooms, which was the big back room. Ended up filling that with the platforms. I raised up to the highest it can be. I will be real with you, that's only because I kind of was running out of money quickly and I couldn't find a reason for that room to exist. I at first tried making it into a bedroom / dining area, so in one part I split it in half and then make it a dining room, and then in the other it's a bedroom, but that didn't work. So I was thinking, well, I can make that into a baby's room or like a toddler's room or another bedroom of some sort. But then I realised that it would all look too awkward. So I decided to take where the dining room was going to be and delete the wall there, making it more open, and I decided that the bedroom I was just going to raise up and I wasn't going to use that room. With apartments in The Sims, I find them to be a little bit too big, if that makes sense, because where I live in the UK, it's flats, which are apartments. They are very much small in comparison. I think there's only one that I've done that I felt okay with the size of, but still not too okay because it's still rather large. And the window placement in that one was just strange, but you'll see that one in a few more days because I still have yet to edit that one. But back onto the build that I am doing currently. In this one, it was more warm and inviting tones I wanted to incorporate into it. And as I said, this is the first one that I done. So I just wanted it to be comfortable space, a comfortable build. I will be real, I wasn't too comfortable building this because it did stress me out a little bit due to like the rooms, but eventually I got there. The kitchen itself, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. There had been around 3 plans for it. At first I thought it may have been better to keep the kitchen how it was, so the layout that it was before, but then I ultimately realised, no, I don't think that's the best use of the space. And I knew I wanted to have a dining room, I just didn't know if I wanted it to be in a space of its own or out in the open. But eventually, as I worked out the seating plan? This isn't school. Eventually, as I worked out what rooms I wanted to have and what rooms I didn't, it became more clear that I would have to have a small kitchen, to which I wasn't complaining about. I also wanted it to be more open and more, I guess, uniform is the word for it. So I used more white and light wood and like white and black tiles, and then I had the fridge just in the background in the little corner, just, hey, I'm over here. I think the one layout that made the whole build come together is the living room. And once I had done the living room, everything else clicked. And I love I love the tones in the living room, and I love the tones in the sort of walk-in dining area, because it's very warm and inviting, and it just says, hey, come sit here a little bit, just relax, put your feet up, and we will watch a movie. And I love them feels, because it reminds me of cottages. It reminds me of like winter cottages, you know, open fireplaces, very cozy. I think the word I'm looking for is cozy. The koi fish painting that I had put up in the front room, one of my favourite paintings. And it's because I really like koi fish, and I think the first ever tattoo I will ever get, if I do get a tattoo eventually, is going to be the yin and yang koi fish from Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I am so much into balancing and making sure that you are balancing like the negatives and the positives. Like, what I mean by that is being able to focus on not only the negative but the positive sides of what you do and how you act, and being able to work with them together to essentially create a better you and just have balance within yourself. Funnily enough, this build makes me think of stability, and it's because it reminds me of what I think a stable adult's flat would look like. The bedroom to this flat is kind of simple, because I didn't have much to go off of. I didn't have much money to play around with. And it's because I don't know whether it's something that I'm doing, but I couldn't really figure out why I had such little money or simoleons when building this, because I had moved someone in who was at 20,000. So I was like, okay, that would probably be what, 17,000? No, I think I had around 15, maybe. In this build, because of how restricted I was with money, I wasn't able to decorate it how I'd usually decorate others, which is kind of sad, because I think a place that you live needs to have decoration, purely because you're living there and it gives you more to look at. Back onto the build, the bathroom is pretty quaint, pretty small, nothing too much to it, and the same with the bedroom, which is kind of a shame, but it's the best that I could do. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful night, wherever you are in the world, and I hope you stay safe, stay hydrated, eat plenty of food, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!